Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you all for joining us. I'd like to acknowledge a few dignitaries in the house this morning. Mayor Tim Keller is with us. Thank you for being with us, Mayor. Charles Ashley, Cultivating Coders. We have Khadijah Bottom. Thank you, Khadijah, for inviting us into your home this morning. Catherine McGill is with us this morning. Thank you, Catherine. She's somewhere here. And Alex Horton. Thank you for being with us, Alex. Welcome. My name is Synthia Jaramillo, and I serve as the City of Albuquerque's Economic Development Director. And I am privileged and pleased that our mayor will be announcing our partnership with Cultivating Coders. When Mayor Tim Keller appointed me as the city's Economic Development Director, he and I sat down together to articulate a message that was very important to him and his administration, and that is to create an economy that works for everyone throughout the city of Albuquerque. Now, every economic development approach that the mayor has administered has been rooted in principles of equity. Now, number one is to support workforce development and create jobs for people of all racial backgrounds, economic status, and regardless if you are male or female. By partnering with organizations like Cultivating Coders, we are providing pathways to success for those who aren't seeking a four-year degree by providing access to skill-based trainings, especially in communities like the International District. Here to tell you more about the importance of bridging the digital divide and what the city is doing is my boss, Mayor Tim Keller. Mayor?
Well, thank you so much, and I really appreciate everyone who's here with us today in the different organizations who are both housed in this location and the organizations helping with Cultivating Coders. And I just want to share a couple of quick stories with you, I think. Firstly, to let folks know, we wanted to make sure and share this message kind of repeatedly throughout the year and so forth. So just as a note, GOV-TV is filming. Hello, everyone on GOV-TV. And so you'll be seeing this on channel 16 here and there if you happen to be flipping through the channels at like 3 a.m. No, just kidding. And so, but that announcement aside, here's the thing. I was thinking on my way here a little bit about this concept of the digital divide, and I always think of the company that I was able to help, or the organization I was able to help start in Cambodia that was called Digital Data Divide. And this was a firm in Cambodia, ironically, that was teaching coding to landmine victims in Cambodia. I bring this up because primarily of the representation of how far we have to go on this issue. I was doing this in 2003, and at that time, the entire city of Phnom Penh, 3 million people, had wireless internet. You could plug in anyone who had a machine. Everyone was already on sort of cell phones and knew how to use different forms of Facebook and the internet. And coding, in many ways, for them was just like learning another trade or tool. It was not something that was seen as something that we really had to push out. It was something that people already recognized as something they needed. And, that was 15 years ago. And I remember when I moved back home right here in the International District, seeing the digital divide right here at home, and how, unfortunately, in many ways, it's actually worse than places like Cambodia. But it also means that we've got to step up and close that, and it's going to take more than sort of market forces to do it. It takes folks who are connecting the market demand for jobs, trades in coding, sort of digital trades, in digital marketing. And it means connecting folks who can actually teach our workforce these skills. And that's where Charles and his group and his partners and Khadijah come in. This is a tremendous example of literally bridging that digital divide right here in the International District. And I've got to say it's a long time coming, but we're glad to have it. And our only goal is we want more of it as fast as we can. And so we're starting today with a city modest investment of $75,000 into this program. And we hope it's the beginning of much, much more to come. And so I just want to say there's no way we could do this without community partners. In fact, I would argue the reason why this hasn't happened in the past is because we haven't had the same community investment from Sankofa, from the International District folks, and I think most importantly from Charles Ashley. So I'm going to cue him up to come up next, the sort of quarterback on all things coding and cultivation and bridging that digital divide, especially when it comes to income, geography, and ethnicity. Charles Ashley.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Mayor Keller, the city of Albuquerque, and everyone else that they can see what we're seeing now with Cultivating Coders. And just a brief overview of what the program is. Well, 4 years ago, we started teaching people how to code. And we assumed, we were blind as well, we assumed that everyone had these digital skills that we take for granted, meaning how to effectively put together a Microsoft document, how to use your Gmail suite and all the tools that it provides. We assumed that all of our kids knew that because they were on those cell phones every day, right? We assumed that they knew how to that they could share a document via Google, or we assumed that they knew what Slack was or Trello. So all these digital platforms that are free, by the way, our young people didn't even know how to use it. So we started to create our own curriculum in-house, all project-based learning, to the point where you're not listening to us talk about it. You're watching and you're seeing yourself create these documents. You're sharing a document. You're working on projects together throughout the course. And that's when the light bulb went off for us. We said, if our kids don't even know this, I can't imagine an adult who probably didn't have this access to the training knowing these skills. And if you go look at the requirements for a job, everything in there goes to Microsoft Excel, Gmail. Do you know how to share documents? Do you even know what a cloud is? Do you even know how to effectively use your social media? So that's why we created a 4-week program where it's every Saturday for a month. And starting with September, I want to thank Khadijah for being our first open program. We've had it before, thanks to the generous donation of the city, where we piloted, so to speak, on 36 young people, and they did phenomenal. So now we want to open it up to the public. But what I really want to urge is not just people who think they need it or know they need it. We need everyone. We need stakeholders to say, who at Lutheran Services could we train that we can now have our own program? We don't want to hoard this. If you see how our company has been built the last 4 years, we are very community oriented, and we want to work with every stakeholder here to make Albuquerque exactly what we see every day. We see it every day, but now let's make everyone else see it. And with the help of the city, with the help of Vizionz-Sankofa, with the help of the ID, with the help of everyone out here, we're going to make that possible. So again, I want to thank the city, your team, Synthia and Economic Development, for making sure that you got this to the point where we're now here sharing this news with everyone. And with that, I hope everyone have a great Labor Day weekend. And thank you again.
Khadijah, please join us at the stage. You'll close us up. Thank you.
Good morning, and thanks everybody for coming this morning. I am super excited about this venture that I'm just to go on with Cultivating Coder. And thank Mayor Keller and Synthia from EDD, because without your guys helping, Vizionz-Sankofa would not be here to partner with these gentlemen. This morning when I woke up, I was all excited thinking about this, so I put together Sankofa's vision to cultivate coders with the help of the IDEH. So without them, and I'm so glad to have this program because, as you said, Mayor, it's been a long time coming. And Charles and I have talked numerous times about bringing on a program where the refugees could learn a skill where they could get better jobs to create a path for sustainability while being here in our country. And I'm just super excited about it. The one gentleman that's not here, Jordan from Adelante, was gracious enough to donate me about 8 computers, although I need an upgrade on them. And without the help of Kathy, she came into the building to run her business, but she have to be my big sister to help me with Vizionz-Sankofa. And I just want to thank everybody and looking forward to this. And many more ventures. Thank you, and have a good day.
Well, thank you all for being here. Charles Ashley and Mayor Tim Keller and Khadijah Bottom will be here for questions. Thank you all.